Boom. Okay. In today's video, I'm just gonna be ranting about War Thunder. I'm gonna try and be as composed as possible, and I'm gonna start this off with some facts about certain vehicles that are in the game and all this other stuff. So let's open it up with the lovely AS-70 or AS-90. The AS-70 never made it into production. This is a 1990 era vehicle. It was produced for a while, and by a while I mean like fucking 2 or 3 years, in early 1990, and stopped for being produced in around 1995, give or take. And there wasn't that many made. There was maybe like 180, maybe 300. Estimates put it in the mid 100s range, like mid of like in between, somewhere between 100 and 200. This is it's legally classified as a self-propelled artillery piece that has a range of 25 kilometers at most, with being effective up to 25 kilometers. Probably, like, I'm rounding up by like 0.4 or something kilometers. It is a beast, and the game doesn't do it justice. The game gives us this as the starting shell, and then we then get smoke, which is nice. Thankfully, it's massive smoke screen. It's a massive, big smoke screen, which makes sense considering what this is. And then they give us this, which would be used against infantry, and is in use today in Ukraine against soft targets. Well, relatively speaking, soft targets, like some bases and whatnot. And then they give us this, which is it's just the better version of this. So everyone would. This is actually one that is in use. And then some shells that this is missing. This is missing armor-piercing, high explosive armor-piercing ballistic capped shells. It's awesome. It technically also has armor-piercing discarding sabot. You know, armor-piercing ballistic capped discarding sabot. It has those as well, I think. Don't quote me on that. Or do. And yeah, and one of the biggest maps in War Thunder would be from your spawn to their spawn. It would be about 3 kilometers, and so that'd be from this side to this side. There's a spawn point here and here and then here and here. So you would be able to technically spawn down here and then be able to shoot up here with range at proper ranges that this vehicle would be used in War 4. And another thing you can notice is that War Thunder is stupid in the sense that you have to unlock basic things that the vehicles would have by default. Like, most shells we should have them by default. We should have like the base stuff, and then like all the shells and proper mechanical systems and stuff. And then you could I guess you could argue that we could have the filters to have because it's saying washing and cleaning of air, oil, and fuel filters. That makes sense. We can have that one. The transmission, I guess doing maintenance on that. Yeah, that checks out. This one right here, that makes sense. The filters, transmission, and engine, those make sense to me. I guess I could argue this too, because that's maintenance. I guess that if this is all maintenance and stuff, I'll give it that. This improved parts thing, repair parts and tools, a kit of spare parts and tools for performing minor repairs in the field. I feel like we should have this one by default. We should like give us the. We should have the crew replenishment, all of the ammos, the smoke grenade, and improved parts by default on every vehicle in the game. Because yeah, we should have this by default as well, because this is improved fire prevention equipment. British military is actually most militaries are pretty strict when it comes to maintenance of PPE based stuff. Like the United States Army will not let you move around freely without your PT belt. And they drill that into you in modern society for going into the Army and the Navy. I know for a fact with the Navy, for reasons, it's almost like I have a ditty bag over there. A ditty bag is it's just a basic black backpack that they give you, and a bunch of chiefs tell you to strip and put all your stuff in this box, and then blah blah blah. Then you then you put your skivvies and a brown T-shirt on, and then you tuck your shit in, whatever. But yeah, and this tank is, other than that, we're good. And then now I'm just gonna move over here real quick, and I can show you a modification here. This is in every modern tank by default. This is in every tank by default. That for like all the good countries, and this is in every tank by default. We should have it, and you'll see that the vehicle I was just in, it doesn't have those as an option for the research tree, which is one, cool, because it shouldn't be a research option, period, because it should be in there by default. But it's also like the AS90 is younger than this tank. This is a 40-year-old tank. This tank was made in the late 1980s. It was made in the late 1980s, and you're telling me a tank made in late 1980s has all these fancy bells and whistles, but a tank made in the 1990s doesn't? I'm sorry. Legally classified. Self-propelled howitzer. It's not that. I'm so sorry. Ooh. I'm gonna touch on this as well while I'm right here. The fuck? This is on! This should be on it by default. And this is on a lot of vehicles by default. Like, a lot of vehicles in the modern era have them by default. Like, you cannot... I cannot stress to you how you having to research this is stupid. Having to research these ammos is stupid. Because it comes with the Australian military. This is not their default belt anymore. Their default belt is closer to this. I'm pretty sure this is their closer to their default belt than this. but even then it's not. I think their default belt is high explosive incendiary tracers with an armor-piercing fin stabilized discarding sabot. With then a standard high explosive incendiary bullet. And then it goes to a back to high explosive incendiary tracer to another armor piercing fin stabilized discarding sabot. I think that might be their thing. I'm just saying. Yeah, like, dude, like, why is this tank? I need to stop doing that. Why is this self-propelled artillery piece missing the modern equipment that it's supposed to have? And also, the other 4 ammo types it uses. Because I'm pretty sure this thing has a shell that is 3 times stronger than this. I'm pretty sure that there is a armor-piercing high-explosive fragmentation shell that this thing has. Actually, I think it might be a armor-piercing fin-stabilized high-explosive fragmentation shell that it has an option to use for armored targets, and you'd be able to hit that from maybe you'd have maybe like 3 other AS-90s next to you. You get a firing mission, and you would launch simultaneously. You would fire simultaneously 3 times each, probably. And whatever target that you're shooting at, if it's still alive, airstrike time. But then also, it has this, and I'm pretty sure it has a bigger one as well with a little bit more TNT and has more spread, like shooting a fucking 500-pound bomb type level stuff that you'd be able to just yeet. I think it's called a high explosive fin stabilized. I think it's the HEFS round. That's also a PF. That's built on a variable time to use, or because without the radar or whatever the fuck that's built inside it. I don't know all this stuff, but I'm pretty sure it has one of those as well. So like, was the version of this that's a little bit stronger? Then we got while I'm here, before I start doing a little bit of gaming, let's just go down here real quick. This thing, I fucking love this thing, but you told me this thing gets the laser rangefinder and NVDs, but you told me this thing doesn't. Like, it makes sense for this, because I'm pretty sure this is Cold War, but this doesn't get it. The Wheelsy is a .3 battle rating better than this thing. But this thing has seen more IRL combat than that thing. This thing, I'm pretty sure this thing has a laser rangefinder. I'm 90% sure this thing has a laser rangefinder and MVD. Actually, this thing has a MVD and NVTS. It has both of those. And then we got this thing, which is also post-Cold War, actually, I think. That doesn't have this, like, what? Like, where do you draw your line? We get a laser rangefinder on this thing? That makes sense. Because it had one. This thing is the Dozer Blade add-on. Sick. Wait. That gets a Dozer Blade, but like this. These don't. These guys that have all these have Dozer Blades IRL, but they don't get them in the game. What? We don't get Dozer Blade. Oh, this one didn't have a Dozer Blade. We don't get Dozer Blades on these. Does the Challenger 3 TD get a Dozer Blade? Oh my god, it doesn't, but it gets an auto tracker. Even though this has an auto tracker. The Challenger 2 TES. These things have auto trackers, but this does. This one gets it, but this one doesn't. I'm sorry. What? What? I don't understand what this game is doing. Oh, and then we have this thing. This thing in this game cannot fire while it is moving. You know how dumb that is? I'm pretty sure that it can fire while moving. Ooh, you want to get me started on this thing? This thing is... It's fucking piece of shit in this game, apparently. Where's the Dozer Blade on this? I'm pretty sure the TTD had the ability to have a Dozer Blade on it. Where's the Dozer Blade on this? This never had one. I don't. No, this one. No, I don't think that one did. Those didn't. I think this had. Pretty sure this thing had NVDs, but according to the game, it doesn't have NVDs, and it also had an auto tracker as well, but the game doesn't say it does. This thing has auto tracker IRL as well, but not in this game. It doesn't even have NVDs. I do love how this chieftain gets its Dozer Blade, but this one doesn't. Wait, what? Oh, yo, we want to go there? Yo, bro, where's the... We can get NVDs on this helicopter. Okay, cool. Oh, cool, we can get them on that helicopter. You think we can get that shit on airplanes? Huh. Where's the night visions? These things have them. I know for a fact this one does. Oh, yo, dude, don't even get me started on the ammo for the missiles and stuff. On the missile knows when the missile is at all times. It knows what this because, yeah, this is the best air to. These are the only air-to-air missiles we get. We only get Sparrow P. We only get the 7 Ps, bro. We don't even get the fucking. We don't even. Where's the fucking D variant? Give me a 7D for fuck's sake. I don't even think that even exists. Like what? Then we have this F-18. The only difference between this one and this one is this is classified as a Super Hornet because of the year it was fucking built. The year this was built was late 1990s, early 2000. I think they was prototyping it in the late 1990s. I know they make the Super Hornets in the 2000s. I think they still produce them. This jet, specifically the CF-188A, was produced from 1981 to 1993 or something like that. but it's still in service in the Canadian Air Force, and proudly has access to, but not limited to, AGM 65s, the AIM 120s, and you know them, you love them, the anti-radiation missiles. I can't remember what it is, but like, dude, this shit's so dumb. We don't have all this stuff. I mean, and this plane, this one gets combat flaps. I don't even think this one gets combat flaps, actually. But bro, this motherfucker gets combat flaps. We get combat flaps for bombers all the way up to the Sunderland. But for a strike fighter, for a naval aircraft or a fighter, we have to wait for a jet to get the combat flaps. How does that make sense? I know for a fact that the Mark 9 Spitfire had combat flaps. So I love how they put a mirror on that right there, but it doesn't even yeah, I'm not doing that. So like, there's a mirror on that, and a mirror on that, but then we go down here. There's no mirrors, not even the cockpit. No mirrors. There's no mirror, no mirror. No mirror, no mirror, no mirror. Oh wait, this one gets a mirror. Why does this one get a mirror, you say? Because it just does for some reason. I don't fucking understand, dude. And the mirrors aren't even like that good, because they're not even rendered properly half the time. You know, this other stuff. I don't even like. I'm pretty sure that after like, I think it took like. Actually, I think they did come out with mirrors from the get-go with the Spitfires, but like, bro, there should be mirrors on every single fighter aircraft in the game. Okay, not every. There was a few aircraft that didn't have mirrors, but like, still, so many aircraft are missing mirrors, and most of the interiors are half baked with the fighters and strike aircraft, and then they want to say we're not gonna put a interior of any kind in most of the bombers. I'm like, dude, there's no interior on. As far as I'm concerned, 95% of all of the prop bombers do not have an interior for some reason. Now let's quickly head over here. You wanna know why we're heading over here? Because of the fucking, what was the LA-200? Yes, a vehicle that there was one prototype of it, and it's in the game. That's cool. That, I guess, was that jungle tank? Things like the Ho-Rai or something. World War II. Was it this thing? No. I can't remember. There was a tank, though, that when its gun moved down. Oh, this is the naval cannon. That's cool. When its gun moved down, it is the Ho-Rai. This thing, they put prototype on it. There was not a single one made. The Japanese had blueprints and concept art. Like, they drew up concepts for it with blueprints. There was not a single piece for this tank ever built, yet it's in the fucking game. You really put a vehicle in the game that never existed. If you put this in, you should put my tank in that I have concept art and blueprints of. If you're putting this fake tank in, I mean, it can be classified as a fictional vehicle because the fact that it was never made, and they didn't even have specs for it at the time. They only had an estimate of the mass, and they knew what the engine was because they was going to use an existing engine for it that they already had. But like, what the fuck, bro? You can't be doing this. And then I guess you could put this in because 3 were made. I mean, shit, there's one at Fort Knox like down the road that you can touch and shit. I think it might have saw a little bit of combat, maybe. No, I don't think any of them left the States. They do work. I'll give you this. They were built, but they had an issue of overheating of the engine. The engine overheated. And we also lost one in a field for like 50 fucking years. Oh, and then the moss, you can't even get it for some reason. You can't even, I just want to view it. Anyways, there were like 3 of them built, and none of them saw combat. The only inkling of combat that they technically saw was them being destroyed. I mean, so we don't even really know if that's how they work or not. Like, I'm kind of fed up with this stuff. Ooh, cool. A map where I could technically kind of do a little bit of work. Let's see. I could probably get a kilometer. Maybe.
Positions. Ready up. Driver ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
I just hit that pole.
Smoke. Loaded.
Technically proper usage for the usage of this of the AS9. I mean, I can't use that to camouflage. So I feel like that guy should have done something about it. Kill in that tank. I'm just a guy and a werewolf. You know, I kind of want to bring the AS90 to top tier. I guess I'll put it in a different slot, I guess. I think I might put it in this
Crew
one.
positions. Batten up. Gunner ready. Gunner ready. Gunner ready.
Talking about that none was ever made. If I had of that, I would have bumped up those two other tanks on the other side of that. Not like standard tanks and stuff, this is accurate stuff, and I guess this is accurate too. This would be, so this distance, this would be helping you, there's supposed to be a thing right here to help find range. Well, actually, technically it would be over here or something.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Basically, we're line up on the top of an object, the line, and then we actually would be. So, if this is the top of the object, this is the bottom of the object, then it would like be like 200 meters. Or this is the top of the object, and this is the bottom of the object. 400. Something like that. It depends on the scope and stuff, but this is going to be top. This is supposed to help find it's easier to read the scope and just water. All the information. That's that team 34's job doing that shit. I don't even know why I'm on that map, dude. That map is unrealistic with all the vehicles that were lined up. It clearly says realistic, and then you're telling me go play simulator. How the fuck am I supposed to play simulator? You're not allowed to play simulator in this game. You're not allowed to. They limit like 95% of the vehicles are the only ones allowed in. I'm not allowed to play with this. I mean, and realistically, this vehicle would never be fighting alongside this or this or this or this. Like, simulator battles for ground do not exist. They have not existed. The arcade in this game should be labeled as tutorial. Multiplayer tutorial. And then the realistic should be intermediate. Then they need to bring up another level where it's all the vehicles that did not get produced, like all the The second I clicked, I was already destroyed by another guy I couldn't even see. Where the fuck is my team? I'm playing War Thunder the way the devs intend you, which is taking a fucking vehicle that's not meant for this map. A vehicle that when it spawns in, it's already too close to the objective. And I would be violating orders to stay there. My orders would be retreat. I'm already committing a crime against the UMCJ, which is defying a lawful order, and that lawful order is retreat because it's I'm too fucking close. These things are only supposed to Wait, you shouldn't even be closer than 3 kilometers, dude. When engaging in a high intensity conflict zone like this, 3 kilometers, bro.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Request target for airstrike.
Yo, you guys see this? You see how long it takes to leave a game 80% of the time? I'm shocked I didn't do that like the first 6 times. Anyways, here we go. Time to go. Again, placing another match with... Oh, thank God, it's a bigger map. No, it's not. I thought it was. It fucked. 225, 225, 225, 225. It'd probably be 225 times 4.
Into your vehicle.
it does. Why the fuck are tanks not rendered unless you zoomed in on them, dude? Read that, has every fucking object rendered. Just render everything. Have a right hand, dude. You have the biggest fucking graphics menu I've ever seen in a video game. And we aren't even allowed to play on Direct 12 anymore because the game is too damn laggy for some reason, because you can't make a goddamn game optimized. And yet, you can't have object rendering just be like, dude, the way you have an object render slider and you like by like a micrometer. All required was a second shot right there. And then they fucking killed him. Watch it, that first shot ricochet off of the interior properly. Or if I was in my fucking, or if that shell magically became the shell I was using in the AS-90 when it killed me. I think it was 700 away. I think it was right there with the angle. Yeah, all dead. Let me get. Kind of like that. So if I hit right there, which I think I'm actually might I think I might have hit there. Still killing him. If he was sideways like this, I would have shot fucking Leo for sure. 'Cause this armor is so fucking thin, dude. Hitting the ammo is instant kill. This one's also good hatch to hit. In some cases, this hatch is arguably easier to hit. You cannot pin them this way though, because America was like, let's have some of the thickest hatches possible top. You can pin through the handle on the hatch though. Oh, yeah, no, that you shoot in the back. It's just it pins, but it doesn't. It just disables it. That's it. Yeah, no. It's just why. Ooh, we want to talk about the community for War Thunder now, chat? Okay. The community from War Thunder. Honestly?
Into your vehicles!
Why do we move so damn fast inside the... And one, why is this fucking commander... How is my commander looking out right here, right now? Dude, I like how we get the pulse to the game and stuff, like when we're in here. Could we have a button that we press to slow down so we can plug it? So we don't have to do anything sideways like this. It's been 5 years since you said it. I could have killed that guy if I didn't. Like, all I had to do was pull up this, doesn't even get that much that much plumage, like show us that you can
Roger that. I'm on it.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
make sure as
Target damaged.
I like how I shot him in the barrel, but then now he's gone.
Armor piercing loaded.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Target damaged.
Bro! I just shot him!
We've been hit.
And it didn't do anything. I shot him, it went down his barrel undamaged. It didn't damage him at all. But you won't saw that. The game beat him. He shot me. A second later, I shot exactly where that round came from. It showed me the analytics of it hitting him. It didn't damage him, even though it showed it going through the fucking barrel of his. I don't even think that's a tank destroyer. I'm pretty sure that's another self-propelled.
Attention to the navigated grid zone.
How is any of this one balanced? I love how they just say we want to keep the game fun, fair, and balanced. It's not only fun and the other team. The other team. Not balanced at all. But you trying to balance the game actually unbalances the game. Because you have a fuck ton of Russian vehicles that have body armor numbers. And we proved it because we had a motherfucker say it's wrong. And then went to Ukraine, found a destroyed T-72 and measured it, and oh my god, the armor, it's almost like the numbers were
Attack the
wrong
A point.
by like 50 millimeters. And another thing, the
We don't do something fast. The enemy will
BMP-T-72,
win.
it's unrealistic, and here's why. It has the exact same gun as the BTR-80A. Correct. Why does that make it unrealistic? Because the BTR-70, the BMP-T-72 has 4 of them. They're identical to the BTR-80As. And there's 4 of them. When it fires, it rattles itself apart. No. In the game, it does not. Another thing that's wrong is the Tiger, all the super heavy Tigers and stuff. Their transmissions don't fall apart. I mean, it kind of makes sense because they had an operating range, but like most of them are far outside of their operating range historically, so their transmissions should randomly break on them. Like
To battle. Battle out. Driver ready. Gunner ready. Smoke loading. Smoke loading. Loaded. Smoke loading.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
We'll give these people cover so they can move.
Roger that. Advancing. Enemy forces have captured the zone.
I cannot hit that.
Smoke loading. No longer have an advantage. Smoke loaded.
So they can push up. I just scanned that red line.
Smoke loaded.
Oh no, I'm shoot.
Smoke loading. Smoke loaded.
supposed to statistically be safe right there. This
Target destroyed.
Attention to the map.
Going off of the map.
Armor piercing. Loading.
Cool, there's one of the sprockets. Listen closely.
Shut down the engine.
Attention to the map. Attention to the designated grid square.
Start the engine.
Right, if the game didn't give me that X-ray layout, then I would have been fucked. I would have been, I'd say probably
Attention to the designated grid square.
Let's keep the pressure on.
glad I'm not
Victory
fighting
is
Brad
close.
because that'd be unrealistic. British.
We need hit.
Post-Cold. Yeah, post-Cold War. I'll go kill that fucking aircraft. You know what? The game allows it. It's a feature of the game. So close. No, I don't want that. I don't like how you have to train a crew every single fucking time you put a new vehicle in. Like, it makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. Like, you shouldn't have to. If you have a crew trained for the Churchill 1, you shouldn't have to change it for the other Churchills, any of the other Churchills at all, because they're basically the same tank. And you also, by that, you also wouldn't need to change that for the gun carrier either. You, like, the Archer, you'd have to retrain the crew. Like, I think you'd probably have to retrain the crew for the Archer. Like, the Archer. Like, because, like, it's a special tank. But, like, dude, there's so many tanks in the game and vehicles that don't require you to retrain that fucking crew for, dude. It makes no sense at all. Like, no, it does not make sense. I'm gonna do this, though. I'm gonna do this, and and take the fucking AS-90 out where it belongs. This is where this tank belongs. Fuck, they got me on that shit now. Get rid of you. Take you.
Crew position. Ready up.
Look at the fucking...
Air 280, height. Air 280, height.
thing's supposed to have a fucking... I really wish they just give this thing its laser rangefinder.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Fucking...
Thank you very much.
The
Thank you very much.
7.3. By the way, they gave the Beasley. They gave it one of its things. Like, why give that one stuff without
Air 270. Height 200 meters.
having all of their why does my stream keep fucking crashing? This is so cool. Go. It's like... Wait, what? I'm not crashing. What the fuck? What? What the fuck? I gotta love the fucking... I'm gonna show you guys this. Yo, you wanna see something cool? I'm unable to fucking fire this. No, it's supposed to fucking fire. I want to know how that doesn't fucking kill him. I put 2 missiles in the exact same spot. You're telling me his EPA stops a missile that is designed to bust a... Dude, this missile that is on this thing is capable. This is capable of ripping the turret off of the Abrams. It can rip the turret off of the T-90, Russian T-90. It is designed to destroy everything. The kinetic impact of it alone before it detonates, according to this game, pushes it 5 millimeters deep. And then it has a missile. It has missile guidance on board, but according to the game, this does not get missile guidance. Also, it doesn't have that. Other than that, it's pretty cool. It's just yeah, I'm gonna go back to low tier, because I'm a low tier god. Not that low tier god, that low tier god. He was funny. Also, I'm gonna take 5 real quick. I need to go grab some water. I need some water. I need a cup of water. Big cup of water and I got a banana. Cup of water and a banana. I need to go piss though. Damn. Oh, dude, yo, fuck it. I don't care if I get in trouble. Actually, I do care. But the song is so good. No.
fresh, so clean. Can she fuck that question? Been harassing me in the mind. This bitch is fine. I done came to the club about 50 left. Then I play with your candy line. The club wanna say I need to calm down. Security guards gonna slow me down. Nigga drunk, then I'm all Papa threaten me now.
She fucking the club, I mean she work. And then I like to see the females work. Clothes off, fucking naked. ATL, hold on, disrespect it. I pop your pussy like this. Cause you ain't twins in this B.I.S. Lil Jon nigga slap. And we all like to see ass and titties. Bring your ass over here, ho. And let me see you get low. You won't get good, now take it. Hey, if your ass is fat, then you can keep your ass where you at.
369, damn everybody. Take it to me one more time. Go. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the wall. To the wall. Wait, rock out my ball. All these bitches fall. All these motherfuckers.
Why is my team not fucking playing? Why is everyone every time I go to an objective, no one goes to objective. Everyone spawns and proceeding to not even fucking play.
Take it to me one more time and go. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall, to the wall. To the sweat drop down my ball. All these bitches fall. All CC motherfuckers. All CC goddamn. All CC motherfuckers. All CC goddamn.
Go back, go get your friends. Stupid bitch standing there while I'm drinking my hand. Steady looking at me, still asking questions. Time's up, nigga, pass me another contestant. Whole move to the left if you ain't about steady. I talked through 3 or 4 songs already. Looking at a nigga with your palm out. Bitch, I ain't even seen you dance. Twerk something, baby. Work something, baby. Pop the pussy on the pole, do your thing, baby. Slide down there, bitch, a little bit, then stop. Get back on the floor, catch your balance, then drop. Now bring it back up, clap your ass like, hey. I just wanna see your ass up today. Yeah, we done done it again. And put it on the map like, hey.
369, baby. Take it to me one more time and go. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the wall. To the sweat drop down my ball. All these bitches fall. All CC motherfuckers. All CC goddamn. All CC motherfuckers. All CC goddamn. Y'all talking a little bit, lady. Talk a little harder than that. Now right now I need all the ladies that know they look good tonight. What my shit like? Just do this shit like this. To the front, touch your toes, run that ass up and down again. Bend over to the front, touch your toes, run that ass up and down again. Bend over to the front, touch your toes, run that ass up and down again. Bend over to the front, touch your toes, run that ass up and down again. 369, baby. Take it to me one more time. Go. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall, to the wall. To the sweat drop down my ball. All these bitches fall. All CC motherfuckers. All CC goddamn. All CC motherfuckers. All CC goddamn.
Okay, we're good. We got it. Do da dum da dum dum. Do da dum dum. Do da dum da dum dum. Oh, see, motherfucker.
Into your vehicle. Ready up.
What is that leopard doing? Is he shoving? Is he sounding right now? Are you sounding on the battlefield? Dude, why the... This is why third person needs to be removed from the game. We have... Gay faggot land. What? Vehicles move 5 times faster, repair it instantly. And aerodynamics be damned. Then we have arcade, and then we have something that doesn't even really exist except for airplanes, and then even then unless if you're in a airplane with more than one prop, you're gonna spin it instantly. Dude, why the fuck am I getting blown up on Steam in this message group? Just close Steam, bro. Don't even give the game.
Crew position. Ready up. Loader ready. Loading.
Oh, that hit a building. That building was closer. Guys,
explosive loaded.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Advance! Roger that, advancing.
Get him, little fox. Get him, little fox. Get him. Get him, little fox. Get him, little fox. I wonder.
Load smoke. Loaded.
Attention to the map.
Smoke loading.
Oh my god, I skimmed the mountain.
Shot fired.
Attention to the map. Attention to the designated grid square.
Cover so we
Smoke
can
loaded.
push up here. Hopefully form a line. Here. If only I could get up right there.
Load high explosive. High explosive loaded.
Request target for airstrike. Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map.
Up there.
Most of the zones are under enemy control.
Time, 10 o'clock. Range 600. High explosive loaded. Target destroyed.
That's 600. I might, let's say that's 1,000.
Explosive loading. No smoke. smoke.
Attack the C point.
High explosive. Loaded.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Not allowed right there in the spot that's that this vehicle's made for. Why? Why can't you tell if I'm not allowed to be there? Just put a fucking invisible wall up. I'm kind of done with it. Like, you don't know you're not allowed to be there till you're in there, and you don't even know when you're out of it, because the red they choose is. No matter what, I'm colorblind. The red they choose is the same fucking color. It's the green.
Closer to victory.
There's a reason why you don't use a light or dark green. To use, if it's brighter, if it's a bright green, don't use a light red. Dark green, though, use a dark red. Use opposites. If you use a dark green, use a dark green. Use a light red. If it's a
Attack the B point.
light green, or light red. Dark green or light red. And I can't fucking do this.
the B point.
There's not a single fucking. There's not any way for me to have normal size resolution for fucking anything that I put in on my fucking stream maps on anything. And OBS is even harder to use. Doom. Hey, it's the Conqueror. I really wanted it a lot. I really wanted that Conqueror. We have the sit. I like a good scimitar. I'm gonna research the skank because I need it. I'm gonna get all of that. You know what? Does this have the armor-piercing fin stabilizing discarding sailors? It doesn't? Why? It fucking has them in real life! Are you telling me the game devs are like, yo, let's not give this fucking vehicle that has it, not give it it? What? Oh, I'm not thinking of that. The Falcon. I'm thinking of the Falcon is a vehicle that never existed. Well, actually, I think it did exist. It's a prototype anti-aircraft vehicle. It's a self-propelled anti-aircraft vehicle. That's a prototype, and its ammunition profile has varied depending on historical accuracy. Oh no, it does! Historically. Yeah, historically, it did fire armor-piercing discarded sabo. It was armor-piercing discarded sabo. It was, yeah. It and HE. So it was armor-piercing discarded sabo, and it also had separate HE rounds. Let's see what what Gaijin's reason is for not having it have it. Balance, and it was a better tank destroyer than what it was supposed to be. So by that logic, get rid of all fucking SPAA in the entire game, because the early milk trucks were both anti-air and anti-vehicle. And then modern day has has anti-air / it has anti-ground and anti-tank capabilities depending on what missiles they have on board and other stuff. And then we have the compared, which anti-vehicle and anti-air. A lot of modern vehicles were multi-situational in the early days. Like if you have a vehicle that shits out a lot of projectiles because it's anti-air, oh, you bet your ass we're gonna make it anti-vehicle, anti-ground vehicle.
All we gotta do is make a better ammunition belt for it. Super easy to switch out. So that way, for the mission that it needs to do, it can do it. Whether you need anti-air or anti-vehicle. Anti-ground vehicle or anti-air vehicle. Like, shit, bro. We have the siege wing. It fucking... This thing shits, bro. This thing fucking shits, bro. It's just... Wait, what, bro? It's nothing. Like, this shit slap a bitch in half. Anti-tank, yes, really good for destroying tanks. But did you know aircraft would die as well?
Into your vehicle. Ready up.
piercing incendiary. Armor piercing, tracer, incendiary.
Air! 020! Height! 1,000 meters!
Repairing. Attack the sea point.
Let's keep the pressure on! Victory is close! Attention to the map! Attention to the designated grid zone!
Is that LA2?
Thank you!
I agree.
Defend the B point! Allied forces have captured the zone. Defend the A point!
Ow, dude, all of my projectiles landing next to me. Why?
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Advance! Roger that, advancing.
I feel so bad for that guy. All he had to do for me to stop fighting with him was him say in chat, hey, I'm the last guy alive on my team. Y'all want to make my day for me? I would have been fucking bet, dude. Fucking thing sucks, dude. Oh shit, it gets a fucking rangefinder. Let's go. At least they gave it that. Can't wait to get the fucking rangefinder. So I don't have to automatically do that shit. Even though this fucking thing, there's not a single one in existence that doesn't have a fucking rangefinder. Adjustable rangefinder. It also would have... Actually, I don't even think it would have this. But it'd have a bunch of... all the fucking bells and whistles. It probably technically would have this because they would probably put extra tracks on it on the front and stuff for when if a track were to fucking bend or some shit. You have squash heads? Shit.
Into your vehicle.